lucky for me that I had the day off. It was the day the game six was played between the Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma Thunder. And I was lucky enough to watch the whole game. I haven't had the chance to watch the whole game for a long time due to being working, but today I had the day off. Thank God it's the day there was a game live. It was game six, so if you haven't watched it yet or you're gonna watch it later, get off my life now because I'm gonna tell you who won at some stage. And if you don't wanna know, if you wanna watch the game live, it's what you prefer, please get out of my life because otherwise I wanna tell you and you're not gonna be happy and you wanna watch it live. So I'm just gonna see how I go to my live on YouTube here. So I'm just gonna put it here so I can actually reply to questions as well while I'm on live, instead of just rely on voice. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That's definitely me. That's my SPN and account and release more videos like videos. So I'm not the best when it comes to technology, so I'm just trying to figure out here how I can see my live on here. So therefore I can reply to things. Here you go, I'm live. Here you go, I'm right here, I'm live. Says that I'm live. Even though I cannot see myself. Here you go, now I can see myself. Now I can talk to you. Now I can feel free. Now I can relax, all right? So here we go. Now, as I was saying, Indiana Pacers, they were at home and they played Oklahoma City today. As a matter of fact, a few hours ago, maybe an hour ago, the game was finished. And while the game was happening, I happened to be home and I watched the whole game. I haven't done it for a long time due to being busy. I've been watching some highlights every now and then, but today was actually the first time that I had time and space to watch the whole game. So it was great to sit home, relax, cup of tea, and watch the entire game. Uh, I will tell you we have a game seven because Indiana won. I will tell you that Indiana didn't just win, but they smashed OKC. And I will tell you that OKC did not come prepared. This is a game six. If you win this game, you are NBA champion. You cannot come in and be passive. You cannot come in not ready. You need to be ready, and that's from the start. And I understand sometimes teams are just not having a good day, a shooting day, for example. But for what I see is Oklahoma waited until Indiana was up by a lot, 20 points or so, before they reacted, before they decided, oh, we need to do something about it now. I think it's time for us to start to get back into this game, and the only way to get back into this game, 28 down, is by shooting three pointers. There is a massive difference shooting a three pointer when you are up by 7, up by 20, down by 2, down by 4, then shooting a three pointer out of desperation because you need that three pointer to come back into the game. There is a massive difference. I don't know many players. They have got that mentality. They're in their heads when they are playing. They just think about the next play. They don't care about the result. They don't care about these people screaming on the sideline. They don't care about anything when they are focusing and they're locked in on their shot, their three pointer. They're going to make it in a higher percentage. Professional players should. Not all of them can or are. Oklahoma City team is a very young team and they don't have enough experience. And that's when we talk about experience. And when you say, oh, that team doesn't have enough experience to be. You need to experience it. You have to be there. Your heartbeat is going to change. You have to be able to manage it. If you have been there, you know what you have to do to keep yourself calm when you're shooting. Because you need to have some kind of tranquility and calmness when you're shooting. Oklahoma just didn't come prepared. They weren't prepared for any of Indiana, what Indiana brought to them. Obviously, Indiana came in hot. They had nothing to lose. They one game win or keep going, have another chance. So one game lose and you out, you lose. It's something that not many people are going to have the chance to experience, to play in a grand final, and little more less than a grand final in the NBA, so which is the echelon of basketball, the highest of the highest of basketball. I'm pretty sure these guys that got psychologists, people, friends, they talk to them about it, how to compose and stay locked in and things like that. I'm pretty sure they do. But for what I've seen, it didn't work very well for OKC on game six because, like I say, the bench of Indiana was better than much better than the bench of OKC and nearly as good as the starters of OKC because they waited for too long. By the time they reacted and wanted to come back into the game, they were relying on three-pointers, which didn't happen. And the reason is because Indiana wasn't giving them anything in the key. Pascal Siakam was there, was active. Miles Turner was there, was active. Everybody was, full on engaged, fast on their feet, getting in front of players. A lot of blocks, and also which creates easy buckets. Indiana met that point. That's the point I was saying. When you're shooting under pressure, when you have to score to come back on the game, it's harder. Not many people have the ability to stay calm and tranquil and make those shots. It's easier when you're up because even if you miss, that's okay because you are still up and you still have a chance to get an offensive rebound anyway, but you're still up. It's not that bad. But when you start missing and they are getting rebounds, you start thinking to yourself, geez, they're going to score and they're going to increase the margin again. They're going to score and they're going to increase the margin. Every time you miss so you're shooting the ball under a lot of pressure that you put on yourself already. And I think that's what happened. Indiana was shooting well from quarter number two. They were defending well, strong and very athletic. Like I said, Siakam was also effective on the offense, finishing with dunks. TJ McConnell was, dazzling and dribbling and getting into the paint and scoring and getting in ones. The three-pointers were sharp. Halle Berry hit a few shots. They subbed him off later on in the game. I think it was an injury, or maybe they just wanted to rest him. They didn't really need him at that point because the bench was so good and everybody was playing really well. And that's what happens. That's what happened in the NBA. That's what happened in basketball in general. If you have a good momentum, make the most of it, and don't let the momentum change. And that's what Indiana did. OKC was hoping for a momentum change. At some stage, they got a couple of three-pointers there, a couple of layups there, but it was too little, too late. And Indiana was already well engaged and well motivated. I already think about Game 7, to be honest. The last quarter was meaningless, to be honest. But again, it's never a down moment. It's never a garbage time. If you coach puts you in a game, just play your best, play your hardest to get the confidence of the team and also the confidence of the training staff and the coaching staff, so they know you are capable, and get the experience of playing in an NBA Grand Final, win or lose. So have the focus, the mental, the mindset. Your heart pumps differently when you're on a game 6 or 7 on the grand final, a final NBA game, and you have to be able to calm yourself down, adjust, and settle to it. So I hope this video was a bit more of me just talking about what I saw. I was excited to watch a full NBA game again, and I just wanted to share it with you guys. And would like you to go down to the comments below and tell me your opinion. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you feel about the game. If you watched it, are you gonna watch it later? And let's have a conversation about how to handle pressure, how shooters' mentality should be. As a matter of fact, I'm doing a course. I'm running a course about the mentality of a shooter, not the physical part, but the mental part of a shooter. If you are interested in this course, hit me up with a yes course, please, down below in the comments, and I'll come back to you and give you all the details. And also, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to my channel and watch my next video, which is going to be down here or here somewhere. And I'll see you there. Until the next one, take care, look after yourself. Bye for now.